Julius Caesar is arguably one of the most famous people to have ever lived. Even today, nearly 2,000 years after his death, we still refer to someone who was powerful and influential as a Caesar. So why has his name stuck around for so long? Well, that's what I'll explain right now. Gaius Julius Caesar was born in 100 BC and died in 44 BC during his lifetime. He was a Roman general and statesman who played a critical role in the events that led to the rise of the Roman Empire. He was famous for his military campaigns, his political influence, and his many, many enemies. Caesar had a knack for making powerful people feel threatened. And as a result, he was assassinated at the age of 55 by a group of senators who feared his growing power. Now, according to Plutarch, one of Caesar's assassins, Brutus, was actually his friend and Caesar's own nephew by marriage. But Caesar didn't know that because this guy hid his face during the whole thing. You can imagine how surprised Caesar must have been when he saw the man who stabbed him in the back turn around and reveal himself to be someone he knew. Anyway, after Caesar's death, his adopted son Octavian inherited his title and his legions, defeated his assassins, and went on to become the first emperor of Rome, taking the title Augustus. Augustus ruled for over 40 years and ushered in a period of peace and prosperity known as the Pax Romana. Under his rule, Rome reached its greatest territorial extent and enjoyed a golden age of culture and peace. So because Caesar's adopted son was the first emperor, it makes sense that the title Caesar stuck around. But why did it come to represent power and influence? Well, the answer is pretty simple. It was a title that Augustus gave himself. He wasn't the only one either. All of the emperors that followed took the title Caesar as well. In fact, the title became so synonymous with the emperors that the common people eventually started calling them Kaiser, a word that we still use today in English to describe the German leader. Eventually, the title Caesar fell out of use in the West, but it remained popular in the East and eventually found its way into Russian, where it's used to this day. So that's why we still refer to someone who is powerful and influential as a Caesar. Now, if you want to learn more about ancient Rome, then I've got a ton of videos about the city and its inhabitants. Just search for more information. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.